if you think about where television is today, it's really this tale of two cities. There's first the traditional linear TV marketplace, which is increasingly becoming more data-driven and addressable. And then there's the connected TV marketplace, which is almost entirely addressable, growing really quickly and already very large. In each of those environments, there are a multitude of different identifiers, players, and data frameworks for how marketers can reach their audience. And I think in both of those environments, we're seeing a big challenge in managing frequency across publishers and across different apps, devices, et cetera. So it's becoming the tale of two cities, and the marketers are really having trouble reaching their audience consistently and being able to measure and manage frequency of reach for their target audience. And what Blockgraph has been built to do is to help marketers both bring data and their own data, which is increasingly first party, to all forms of television advertising, but then to have the direct connections with companies who are able to understand impressions and viewing data at the household level and tie together all of those events. And that's really what direct to household connectivity is about. It's working directly with companies, MSOs that have the ability to stitch together the pieces on behalf of programmers and marketers in a privacy compliant way, and then be able to help marketers use that understanding of their audience to both buy and measure their media. So direct to household connectivity is about having the ability to manage and understand an audience, not just within a device, but within a household.
What does identity mean to Blockgraph, and why is it important?
We believe that identity is really the foundation of all forms of addressable and measurable media, because identity is what brings together the impression data, the viewing data, and the brand's target audience with the outcomes that are generated from a given campaign. So identity is really the core to bringing all the pieces together in a data-driven marketing ecosystem. For Blockgraph, we believe that identity is complex, and there are a variety of different identifiers that will continue to evolve, and having flexibility around which identifiers can be matched between companies is really, really important. And that's why we launched the ID operating system. We also believe in the importance of focus, and we, given our ownership group between Comcast, Charter, and Viacom CBS, have a unique perspective on the needs of the cross-platform television advertising ecosystem and how to solve identity there. So that's really where we're focused, is helping companies who have a multitude of different advertising identifiers tie those things together for their TV advertising, and do it with accuracy, flexibility, and speed.
Jason, so you guys are jointly owned by major media companies. Are you offering the service, the product outside of those companies?
Our product and service is available to the entire TV advertising ecosystem, whether those are distributors, television companies, television programmers and publishers, advertisers who want to buy media on those distributors and programmers, measurement companies, the likes of a TV Squared, who's a strategic partner of ours, and even programmatic platforms, DSPs, SSPs, et cetera. So we are serving the entire ecosystem, and the data providers that are serving that ecosystem, data and identity providers like TransUnion and others. So we believe that for television to work, it's really a multitude of players that need to come together. And as a result, we need to support the whole ecosystem when it comes to data-driven advertising. And it's really about creating a collaborative solution for the industry to work together and really compete against some of the walled gardens that exist today.
Jason, tell us about DoubleBlock, the launch, that product, and where you hope it goes.
Well, we're really excited about DoubleBlock because it is a truly first of its kind approach to offering clean room capabilities without the complexity, cost, and time that's associated with creating a clean room. So Double Block is a clean room on demand that allows multiple data owners, first-party data owners, to combine that data in a granular fashion while removing all identifiable information and confidential information. The end result allows two companies to take that combined data set and analyze for attribution, measurement, planning, audience creation, etc., all without having to set up a new, expensive, complex piece of technology or database that has a high learning curve. So Double Block is really providing the industry with a much needed solution that gives the data protections, the privacy protections for consumers without having to wait for these evolving clean room technologies to come into fruition. So we're really excited about it.
And Jason, finally, so happy to have this conversation and an ongoing conversation about advancements in television data through the series we're going to be doing together, and also through the Beat Retreat, where I'm so happy you're coming to in November. What is the big conversation now? Where are we in terms of interoperability of identity, in terms of actual data sets for TV, and where do you hope the conversation goes, and where do you hope our industry goes in the next 6 to 12 months?
Well, I think what I really hope for the industry is to recognize that TV is a growth story. If you look at the combined marketplace, it's $85 billion today, expected to grow to 94 in the next couple of years. So a large part of that growth is being driven from the connected TV advertising marketplace, and there's no surprise there. Linear remains a huge part of that budget. And looking at the $90+ billion market together is really what marketers need, because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to engage their audience in premium video content, manage reach, and be able to attribute responses and outcomes to media campaign sales or media activity. So we really believe that in order for that to happen, identity needs to be solved, and identity being solved doesn't mean everyone agrees to one common identity solution. It means all of these identity solutions need to work together, and they need to do so in a way that protects the privacy of the consumer, their consent that they've given to the appropriate data owners, and allows first-party data owners to work together on behalf of consumers and marketers, all in a way that protects their data. So I hope that the industry recognizes that the problems, while they may be daunting, can be solved through collaboration, and that through a more flexible identity operating system or framework, companies can work together to really to solve some of the challenges of the TV marketplace as we move into the next decade.